Right, the AVP League going to be running from September through November. A lot of work yet to be done by both these teams. Immediately, it's a little on-2 effort from Miles Evans, who he picks up a block. That's the way to start if you're the defender. Evans working on Benesh for the moment. That'll be a high ball to the big man. It's back-to-back blocks, one by each partner to open.
Chase finally catching up in the blocking category with his partner Miles.
Miles and Andy, that would be Benesh and Partain with the decided advantage. That ball is spiked wide, and the advantage is now 3-0. Nice opener for Budinger and Evans. Short serve in front of Andy. Benesh puts him off balance again. A lot of open space down the line, and chasing Evans can't pick it up.
A really crisp shot from Benesh.
That ball is too high, too far, redirected. And another point, 5-1 open. Is it timeout time already for Benesh and Partain?
Could be, but again, you see how, I mean, that's a great serve from Budinger, don't get me wrong, but Benesh trying to go extra high with that just puts a little too much mustard on the dog.
Chase locates that ball on Miles Partain. Jump set in a little tempo, and it's in again. Chase Budinger is in the zone.
It's 6-1.
If you're Budinger and Evans, you're pretty pleased with this start, Kevin.
6-1 to the side change with 3 blocks. Ace service to follow it up 7-1, and it has to be timeout time now, and indeed it is. So the good news is all that blocking in previous matchups, Chase has had a hard time slowing down Miles or Andy, and so far here he's done it excellently. Short serve, well executed by Evans. Pardon me, by Partain. We got a couple of Miles. When was the last time we had Miles v. Miles?
It's been a while.
Short again, this time in front of Budinger. He overpasses, option taken, 7-4, just like that. Injuries and burnout had him leaving the league and returning to his roots as a volleyball athlete. Chase checks out and gets stuffed by Benesh. These two have been pretty equal. Chase and Andy doing battle here throughout this tournament. Coming in, Chase had 15 blocks, Andy was 16.
And Benesh.
Yeah, 7-5, and the short service working. Option taken on the other side. So a little bit of gamesmanship, playing your own style of volleyball against you. Fans standing room only. As Chase cuts that one down. Budinger on to Benesh. Well, that was kind of a delayed jump, maybe swing onto the set.
Yeah, he does really disguise it well. It kind of takes that deep dish. And we know that Partain can hit that second ball from just about any.
College, dedicating himself to playing on the beach. Smoothly done by Chase Budinger.
It turns into a relatively easy side out.
Late cut picked up. Evans in transition. Oh, you don't see that too often, do you? Touch to handset.
That is fantastic stuff and great confidence displayed by Andy Benesh, going right to the hands.
Yeah, that was next level stuff. Think about middles with great hands. The one name that always comes to mind is Jeff Nygaard, who made that transition from middle blocker internationally to beach athlete. That ball is too tight, and Evans cannot save it. By Chris Vu. Must have been exceptional. Chase is like that line early on, now 11-9. Had offers to go to USC or UCLA and play both sports. Instead opted for Arizona and a basketball experience. Benesh with the reach puts it away, and you heard Rich Lamborn mention it. We were at 7-1 at one point. Budinger Evans up. Now they lead by just one. We're expecting a bounce back too for the AVP as the league takes shape in the fall. Is out of the technical timeout. Budinger and Evans with a smooth side out option to Miles Evans. Miles to Miles. Partain through the block and down. Miles Partain was starring at UCLA at the setter position before deciding to focus on beach once the partnership with Andy Benesh came around. I think a lot of people were very excited about that partnership and felt like that was the U.S.'s best chance at a medal.
Well, yeah, and they certainly put up some good results to heighten that excitement early on, winning Stade, taking out the Volley Vikings to bookend that victory. First play of pool, first match of pool play, I should say, and in the final. There's a nice play in transition from the duo. More cowbell.
Of course you do. If only super producer Bruce Dickinson was there to award it. Partain with a perfect position and transition.
Fantastic, fantastic play. Just great patience on the side of Andy and Miles as well.
They've run roughshod through the field. 2 sets is all it has taken for their previous 4 matches. Their most recent victory over Taylor Crabb and Taylor Sander, the reigning champions. 21-16, 27-25. Roll, and there's Partain again. He has a beat on the defense and the offense to go with it.
Yeah, he just manages to find angles that don't seem to quite exist. It looked like Chase was all over that angle. He just manages to find a sliver underneath and put that ball away.
Gold medalist Rich Lamborn. Pressure now squarely on Budinger and Evans. Chase knows a thing or two about pressure.
Yeah. Interesting weight to it, as you said.
I always find it interesting when NBA players, NFL players talk about how long they have to wait for the next shot at the finals or the Super Bowl. 1 sprint. In the case of volleyball athletes, 1 tournament. Shot over the top is good for Miles Partain. Some special weight warm-ups this morning. He said it feels good at this point.
Beautiful cross-body turn, Chase Budinger.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes that just becomes part of the routine a little bit. If you've had a little bit of a bump and a bruise on an elbow or something, it makes me think of our former teammate Lloyd Ball, always wearing the calf sleeve. You know, that was kind of a nagging injury he had, and it just kind of became part of the uniform almost.
There's another block. Chase Budinger, that one feels good.
Cool to see the crowd getting into the monster block. It's fun when everyone does it.
It is a raucous affair at an international event, and it's getting that way at the AVP. Cut here, Evans. Over the top, it's another winner. So the aggression, switching sides, maybe once again, the momentum.
Well, certainly Chase and Miles have steadied out again. Their block and defense redialed.
Excellent tournament, hitting .525 coming in. Partain, fake worked, setting up his partner for an easy point, 17 apiece.
Yeah, he really, I mean, obviously he's a left-hander on the right side, so he's on his hitting arm at all times, but I mean, he sells that beautifully. Facing in full hitting position and able to just kind of side swoop that set over to his partner.
An almost impossible task for Chase Budinger up there to decide what to do. Benesh got a piece of it. Not enough. 18-17. Here we're getting down to it. 3 to go if you're Budinger Evans to be up 1-0. Little tempo set has the side out for Benesh and Partain. They're looking for the ad here if they can manufacture a point.
That was executed beautifully, but man, I think the degree of difficulty on that play is so high with the sky-high pass setting into a tempo ball to Partain.
A race to 3. Win by 2. Chase fakes it, instead shoots it across. And that looks like a little bit of an indoor play there.
It certainly did, and yeah, Benesh was just a hair late getting there. You can see him scurrying out. Evans with a nice crisp shot in the cut in the cross court.
That ball a little high and gone. 19 apiece. Short it is.
You called it, Kev.
Andy got a piece of it. No, he did not. That ball inside of him, and it's 20-19. First set point opportunity for Benesh and Partain. Top American pair. Too short.
Yeah, that's one I think you have to make.
Representing America 1 week ago. Now meeting on home soil. Back-to-back miss serves. All right, now this one has to be in the middle. Chase Budinger with the easy side out. We are blackjacks on the board.
You sneak that through the uprights there. That was a good shot right up the middle.
the Manhattan Beach Open. Manhattan Beach, how do you feel about this first
Just
match?
outside the left arm of Benesh.
Big step closed to his right that time for Chase Budinger. Chase will crack it from the line. Right down the middle for you, Rich. That is well executed by Partain and Benesh.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of relief almost on the face of Partain. I thought he was going to hit that 100%.
Too short once again. Our finals will be later today on ION TV. And we've now had a host of missed serves. Now to try and close out this first set. Miles Evans will take a little break. Haven't seen a block in a while, and that trend continues. That looks like a carbon copy of early in this match. Chase Budinger crossbody down the line.
Yeah, it's so interesting, you know, when a player's in rhythm, how smooth and easy that looks. And then if they're just ever so slightly off, sometimes it feels like you can't even think about getting it past the block of Benesh.
This time the option is taken and it's long. So the ad has been earned. And we'll have our first set point opportunity on the other side. Sometimes best serve is better than locating it. Option executed once again. To your point, Rich, with that short serve, once you're on it, provides a lot of options.
Yeah, that if it doesn't get as devastatingly short as those first few we saw from Partain, it becomes a pretty easy proposition for Budinger and Evans. That's a really nice turn away from the body to the corner.
And trickle through the cable for the victory. Why not?
That is the thin margin between winning and losing right there, because that was threatening to be his third service mistake in a row into the net. Instead, it is victory in the form of the triple ace.
Miles